Friends and comrades, yesterday the results of 5 states elections were announced. There have been various reactions to the results. I would like to share my thoughts and reflections on the results of all the 5 states. I must say I was personally surprised that Congress lost so badly. Aam Aadmi Party won so handsomely and BJP retained all the 4 states that they were ruling. It is difficult to fight anti-incumbency in Indian politics, but the new trend that we are watching since a decade or so, that the ruling party is being endorsed in absence of a credible alternative. If you see the state of Odisha, there is no credible alternative to BJD, so they are into 5th term in that state. Odisha is a resource-rich state but a poor state, yet people put their faith in one party year after year. That's a new trend. But looking at these elections, one was expecting that people will vote for development, vote against the economic standards and the hardships they are facing. But the voters, I think, fell for other issues, which are strong leadership. If we talk about Uttar Pradesh, a better law and order and a new identity, which is obviously a Hindu identity, Hindu consolidation of votes. The slogan given by the incumbent Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath that it's a 80-20 elections, meaning 80% versus 20%. The so-called caste arithmetic, which was painstakingly crafted by Akhilesh Yadav, was overtaken by religion. Religion is any day bigger than a particular caste because it subsumes all the castes in Hinduism. So identity politics did better than a sub-identity politics plus the so-called development imperatives. So the results have shown that the Congress party, which I said is the biggest loser, one expected them to retain Punjab, retrieve Uttarakhand and Goa, if not Manipur and Uttar Pradesh. They lost primarily because of a lackluster ideological platform and the much abused central leadership. I say abused because the central leadership has been disparaged so much by media as well as BJP, and they have not done much. When I say they are spin doctors, they are image builders, and their advisors have not done enough to refurbish that image, which is not really due to them, which is apportioned to them. And the infighting, particularly in Punjab. Congress reeks of infighting in most of the states, but under the patronage or direction from the central leadership, does not really explode into the open. But in Punjab, that culture was broken. The consensus culture, which is engineered, imposed by the central leadership, was broken in Punjab. They brought in a loud mouth, motor mouth like Navjot Singh Sindhu to the party, and he challenged the leadership. He grumbled even after he was made the president against the leadership in the state, and openly or clandestinely continued to criticize the central leadership. Indian electorate has not condoned any party that is infected with internal feuds. They would like a party with a coherent and cohesive leadership. Goa, the situation is no different. The choice of leadership for the state was wrong. About 12 MLAs had defected to BJP. Congress should have been careful. They should have taken people with political skill and electoral acumen. There are such people in Goa. They did not give them a chance, and they went with the weak and representative leadership and lost. I would like also to say that Congress party lost because other opposition parties chipped away their votes, and Aam Aadmi Party has been displacing Congress in Delhi, now in Punjab, and chipping away their votes in other states. So Congress party should have strategy for their immediate rivals and the long-term rival, which is BJP at the center, but they should also guard against other forces which is nibbling away their support base. Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab has been a beneficiary of the misfortune that befell Congress Party, and people of Punjab who had rejected BJP because of the farm laws, the large farming community in Punjab, and BJP did not contest. Akali Dal, who was the partner in crime with BJP in terms of farm laws, tried to shed their sins, but it was too late. They could not recalibrate their image. So voters had no choice. They had to vote for Aam Aadmi Party as Congress went down fighting. And three feuding leaders, Sidhu, Captain Amarinder Singh, and the incumbent chief minister, all of them lost. They should have seen the writing on the wall. They should have seen it coming. And for a lack of choice, again, Aam Aadmi Party won the elections with a huge majority, because people thought that if this is the state of affairs with other parties, we should explore and give a chance to Aam Aadmi Party, and which has been steady so far in Delhi. So it is not the leadership. I mean, the would-be chief minister who has been designated to be so, does not have a particularly very strong image. But yet, people voted for that party because they thought that they could try this party. Congress was coasting to victory, but really the proverbial saying that they snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. Sad for them and also for the country, who would like to see a robust and credible alternative, and Congress party, whom people want it to be so, is letting the people down. Sad indeed. I hope Congress learns its lessons and transforms itself in terms of organizing principles, as well as revisiting their ideological platform, their policies. It is the oldest party in the country and in the democracies in the world, one of the oldest parties, and it has to renew itself or meet the natural death. Choice is theirs. Thank you very much. Friends, all the best for the coming elections to everybody, and those who celebrate, good luck to them, and those who mourn, God gives them the strength and the wisdom to bounce back.